purpose to wake up at 5 a.m., go to the cold shower and run. Purpose is always here. Purpose is you. And this really opened my eyes. I got more disciplined. I just started to do more of hard things, being harder on myself. And before I heard those words, it was kind of hard for me to be hard. I don't know if that makes sense. It was super, super hard for me to get up in the morning and go run or get into cold shower. Although I was getting into cold shower for more than a month now, it's still kind of hard for me every day, but I never skipped since I started. And that's probably one thing in my life that I've been doing consistently without skipping any single time. And I'm kind of proud of that. Anyway, I think this is important to find your purpose in terms of doing something and finding your own perception of things, I would say, yeah. Because I think that my purpose 2 years ago was to play video games 9 hours a day. But when I fulfilled this purpose, it sounds so cringe. But when I fulfilled this purpose, my purpose began to better my life. My life was fucked. It was fucked to the point where it was hard for me to wake up before 2 p.m. I would actually wake up at 4 p.m., go to the store barely, buy some chips, eat them, then scroll on TikTok for another 6 hours, then jerk off, go to sleep again in 5 a.m. Now I try to wake up at 6 a.m. and I would go to sleep at 5, 6 a.m. just a year ago. Like 2 years and a year ago, yeah, basically. And just yesterday, just actually today in the morning, I was running, I came back from running and I was kind of upset and mad at myself. I was feeling kind of stuck because it just simply, I went to the run, I got the t-shirt and hoodie on me, and it was cold anyway. And I got really upset because I couldn't run more than like 15 minutes and I had no time to get something on and go back to running. It was super upsetting because I still have to this day this thing of perfectionism where I don't actually feel like I have to continue doing something where I fail at least once. I couldn't actually record videos before this month because just something was not right in my room. Papers would be dirty or something, and that what stopped me from recording video. It would upset me and I would not sit to record. I'm fighting this thing really hard in my brain, but it's still there. That's why sometimes I get upset. But the thing is that it doesn't matter. The purpose is always here. It's you. Even if you run for about 10 to 15 minutes, that's incredible. You're already doing better than 99% of people. That's insane. Just imagine a person, just you always run alone in the morning, don't you? You just get off, you run and you don't see anybody, probably like two people, someone on the car and somebody is walking with their dog. Nobody's running. That's why you're doing better than 99% of people already. Even if you just woke up and went outside to get some sunlight, you're already fulfilling your purpose in some way. You probably could have went harder, but if you didn't, that's okay. You will go harder next time. And I just need to repeat this to myself because I usually end up forgetting that, and I will probably be mad at myself right after this video because it wasn't perfect and many words just came out of my mouth that don't make sense. Even this. But I don't care because I believe that being authentic and being who you are is one of the most important things, and especially when you're doing something that you love. And the fact that purpose is always here and purpose is me makes me get off my bed every morning early and do something productive. Today I tried to run, and usually I just got into cold shower and try to do something productive in terms of my work, or just simply journal or read. That's already better than doing nothing or sleeping. I mean, sleep is important, but if you sleep 10 hours a day, it doesn't make sense. You will just feel even worse if you sleep more. And just mark my words that the purpose is always here. You don't need to rush too much. You need to be competitive. You need to try your best, but don't need to rush your own brain if that's physically not possible. Just make right decisions. Just try to make right decisions and stick to them. Because I noticed for myself that the most important thing for my growth and my purpose is to, when I make promises, then I stick to them. Because when I make promises and I don't stick to those promises, it's really hard to imagine how bad I feel. Well, you probably know this, right? Because early in my life, if I said something, it would mean nothing because my promises wouldn't worth shit. And I always promised to myself that I'm gonna lose weight, that I'm gonna go to the gym or something. And eventually I made it without a promise. I just get up my bed, I got some motivational video on TikTok, and I just went to the gym. First time in my life to buy like the subscription for the gym. But recently I noticed that promises really have power. Because if I promise something to myself and I don't do that, I feel shitty. And if I promise something to myself and I do that regardless of how hard this is, I will feel incredible. So just remember that the purpose is always here. The purpose is you. If you wake up in the morning and do something, you don't do that for anybody, you do this for yourself. Take care.